We're live.
We are now live. Hey, everyone.
Hey,
We
Skywalkers.
are back after another hiatus.
Yeah, another hiatus last week?
Well, last week, we put out the video, the Comic-Con trivia video.
Comic-Con trivia video,
Yeah,
yes.
the Star Wars Trivia Challenge Strikes Back. So that was in lieu of a show.
Yeah, that was last week's episode. So you could see what it's like doing a panel at Comic-Con, because that was really fun.
Yeah, I'm just regretting we didn't get a shot of the audience.
I know. Yeah, it was really fun to watch from up where we were.
Yeah.
Too bad. Oh, well.
Next time.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be a next time.
Yeah. Well, we're so glad you've joined us today. If you are joining us, welcome. If you're joining us live, because we're recording this live.
Yes.
And we just also put out another video today, unboxing of the Rock Love jewelry necklace.
Staff of
which
Ra.
We'll talk about later. But yeah. That was a fun video.
Yeah.
I was so excited to open that. Oh, okay.
There's a couple of new things in the background. Can you see them?
Yeah.
What do you see?
Oh.
I'm asking you.
Me? Well, I see the shirt. That wasn't there before, was it?
No, it was not.
No? Okay. What about Rex? Is that
Rex?
new?
Rex is new.
Yay. Okay.
He should have been there last time, but I forgot to put him there.
Oh no. Rex is new. Yay.
Meredith is here.
Welcome, Meredith.
And Lewis Barnett.
Welcome, Lewis. Yay. Awesome.
All right, so we're very excited about this episode because we are going to give an update and a follow-up to A Disturbance in the Force, and that is the Star Wars Holiday Special documentary.
Hence our shirts.
Yes, we're wearing our Life Day shirts. Hey, Kevin Tuft is in the house.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Kevin Tuft.
Hi, Kevin.
All right, and then we got some things we want to share, and we have some fun stuff. Lot in today in Star Wars history. Mm-hmm. So
I also think, Lewis, did you mean to say nice to meet you at the last minute? Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you. Darn autocorrect.
I know. All right. Well, it's cool. So I'm gonna hit record over here.
Okay.
Oh, and I should have. Well, this should be recording already. I guess I didn't.
Let's make sure it's recording.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know if I can. Well, it'll be recorded live.
What do we need to do to make sure this is happening?
I don't know, but it always records the broadcast, so it will record the video. It'll definitely record.
Okay.
No, it's like default to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't.
Ever get the feeling like you're being watched by two Wookiees?
There you go. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Well, there we go.
All right, so we're gonna start recording, and here we go. And if anyone's got any comments in the Sky Chat, please let them rip. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad you're able to join us on such a
last minute
odd part of the day.
Yes. Yeah, we just have to record early today because we just have today to edit.
Yes.
The show, because the last part of the week is busy for us.
Yeah, and we'll go into what we're doing on Thursday.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Oh. Kevin says 3. 3 what?
Hi.
No, Kevin just says, hold on. He just says 3.
Did we ask a question that we forgot? Okay. All right. Well, regardless, this will be recorded on YouTube, which we can then download later. So it'll work.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all set.
All right, then.
So here we go. This is what you can look forward to on episode 428 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers. Does it?
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Sorry. Hey, Skywalkers. There's a disturbance in the Force. Can you feel it? Well, you will when it comes to a theater near you. But more on that in just a few minutes. But until then, we want to welcome you back to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski. But now, everyone, please say hello to my sweetie wife, Sarah, who cannot stop playing her video games. What are you doing over there?
Something dinged on my watch, which is why I usually take my watch off for our recordings because it distracts me.
All right,
Someone just sent me a message.
Whenever I see you looking down into the side, you're always like covertly playing your video games.
I don't want to be rude.
So I thought I could just tell everyone what you were doing.
Okay. No, someone was messaging me and it dings on my watch. It like goes boop boop on my wrist.
Thought you were playing Candy Crush or The Office or something.
No, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And Candy Crush is like,
so
2012.
I was trying to call you out.
I know.
This one backfired.
It did. All right, Skywalkers. Well, we are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, and Marvel fandom. So it's time for your weekly Wookiee Hug, which is ultra relevant this week, and also a little sprinkling of pixie dust for our family of Skywalkers.
This next line is yours.
Okay, I'm coming. Now coming up, Steve Kozak is back to give us updates on his documentary, A Disturbance in the Force, about the making of the Star Wars Holiday Special, and also a companion book that's coming out this November.
Now, we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency that can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world. And best of all, this service is free. Yep, you heard me right, free of charge. So head over there to smallworldvacations.com for a no-obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
Also, if you follow them on Instagram, Small World Vacations, they're posting video and reels from the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, which just started at Walt Disney World, which is crazy.
It's crazy to think that some families can go from the beach to celebrating Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
It's August. It's August, Disney. Now, I'm all for celebrating Halloween as long as possible. But right now, I just think it's... How do you get into it when it's so hot?
I don't know. But honestly, at the Disneyland Resort, last week, they started putting out their Halloween merchandise. So it's already there. Remember, I brought you home a gift.
Yes, you did.
A little present.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a little Grogu and a pumpkin pram.
We should get it. You want me to get it?
Go get it.
Okay, I'll go get it.
So I love going to stores and seeing Halloween displays and decorations, but going to a Disney park to celebrate Halloween, I think it's a little bit too, it's one step too far. I don't think I could really enjoy that. And I know we've done Halloween at Disney in September. And even then, the first part of September, even that was a little bit hard to get into because you can't go in costumes because you're sweating so much. So now, hey, show everyone this present that you got me. Look at this. Look how cute this is.
Oh, it's a little pumpkin pram. Are you kidding me? And then little Grogu. He's like strapped in there, but you can take him out. But he's wearing a little purple snuggie. Come on. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh my gosh. I love it so much. So we have him on display in our little display area in our living room. And he's so cute. Now
this week, I'm allowed back in Disneyland because my pass says it's okay to do it because I get that summer block.
Yes.
And we'll be seeing some more Halloween merchandise and we'll be making some reels.
Yeah.
Because I can't wait to see what else. Last year, they knocked it out of the park with the whole Mandalorian, Grogu, Halloween crossovers. Oh, there's so much great stuff. And I can't wait to see what they have this year.
Now, we are recording this from Long Beach, California on August 15th, 2023. So, Richard, what happened today in Star Wars history?
Oh, lots happened. Now, if you are coming out to one of our next Star Wars Trivia Challenge Strikes Back game shows, then remember these upcoming dates because They make great trivia questions, okay?
Ooh.
And so far, no one. Oop, didn't put my phone on silent again, didn't I? Now these questions here, no one ever gets right. So if you're listening to this episode, you may win. You may win the round because
Okay.
these are awesome trivia questions.
Awesome.
All right, now on this date, August 15th, 1979. How many years ago was that?
44 years.
44 years ago. Star Wars is re-released for 3 weeks only in just 729 theaters, but then expands to over 1,500 theaters by the upcoming weekend. And Fox advertised a window of just 3 weeks for this release, but because of its popularity, it was extended by several more weeks. And this is actually the first re-released because the one in 1978.
Start that over.
This is actually the first re-release because the re-release in 1978 was more of an extended release. If you want to go hardcore, when Star Wars was extended in 1978 because of its popularity in July, it was more of an extended re-release. But some people think, yeah, no, it's a re-release.
Okay.
It's hard to re-release a movie when a day earlier it was still in theaters.
Okay.
So this is the first theater. This was the first time it was re-released. Now, bonus content includes the first live-action teaser trailer for The Empire Strikes Back, narrated by Harrison Ford.
I remember this.
And Kenner gave out little toy discount books at participating theaters. And I've got a whole stack of them, these, because whenever I'd go to the theater, I'd say, hey, can I get one more? One more? One more?
Yeah.
One more? So I got a whole big stack of these. Maybe at some point we'll give some of these away at some of our upcoming trivia challenge game shows.
That would be amazing. I have a question. So this was the first re-release of Star Wars. Now, when they released the special editions in 1997, did they also have to extend when they were putting out Empire Strikes Back? Like I thought Star Wars made such a splash in January of 97 that they then didn't they like extend its run? Well, or they didn't put Empire Strikes Back out as soon as they were going to?
Well, some of these Star Wars re-releases, there would be a big banner that said 3 weeks only.
Okay.
And the Star Wars Special Edition, they didn't have any kind of limited engagement. It was just it was wide release.
Right, but what I'm asking you is, did they put out Empire Strikes Back when they were expecting, or didn't they hold the release of that because Star Wars was doing so well?
You're thinking of Return of the Jedi.
Is that okay?
That was going to be released on March the 7th.
Okay.
But because of the popularity of Star Wars and Empire, they pushed back the Return of the Jedi Special Edition release. They pushed back the Return of the Jedi Special Edition release to March 14th.
Okay.
That's what you're thinking of.
Because I remember, because that's right around my birthday. I was going to have a big birthday, and then we ended up having to shuffle it around. So, yeah.
Now, also on this date, August 15th, but in 2008, 15 years ago today, Star Wars The Clone Wars feature film is widely released by Warner Brother Pictures.
Wow.
And I remember seeing this. We went to the Long Beach Town Center.
Yeah.
You got out of work early so we could go see this on opening night.
Yeah, we went to the Long Beach Theater right down by the pier because that's where I worked. So we walked over and saw it over there. And it was cool. I played hooky from work.
Yeah,
we saw like a 4 o'clock
I think they would have understood. It was so odd seeing a new Star Wars film, but with a Warner Brother logo before the film. So wait a minute, no, we need the 20th Century Fox logo. What is it? What kind of world are we living in when a Star Wars film is not preceded by the Fox logo?
Yeah, that was really cool.
Now, this was the 7th Star Wars film to be released theatrically. Now, what I said earlier, that if you remember these dates, you will win some upcoming trivia challenges, because one of the questions we ask is, what is the 7th Star Wars film to be released theatrically? Of course, what does everyone say?
The Force Awakens.
And they think, okay, I got it right, but nope.
Everyone always forgets about the Clone
Wars. You always hear the big oh.
Yeah.
And this is like a 2-part trivia question, because we do ask what was released on August the 15th. In our film release category, we ask the question about August 15th.
Yeah.
And sometimes people will get the Clone Wars, but they'll forget about the Star Wars re-release.
Well, yeah.
So if you remember these dates, you will win. You will win triumphantly, and we'll make sure that everyone knows that you are a Star Wars expert because you know this.
Absolutely. All right. Well, here is
Things we want to share. Kevin Toft says in the Sky Chat, 44 years ago. Thanks, guys. I just got another gray hair.
Yeah.
44 years ago.
Before my time.
I was right there.
I know. All right. So we want to remind you, Skywalkers, we will be at Long Beach Comic-Con September 2nd and 3rd, where we will have all new rounds of Star Wars. I don't know what your things are.
I'll start again. Star Wars Trivia Challenge Strikes Back.
Okay. All right, you want to say that?
Okay. All right, Skywalkers, we will be at Long Beach Comic-Con September 2nd through the 3rd, where we will... that was hard to say. All right, Skywalkers, we will be at Long Beach Comic-Con September 2nd through the 3rd, where we will have new rounds of Star Wars Trivia Challenge Strikes Back. So if you were at Comic-Con in San Diego and thought, oh, I've already played this. Nuh-uh, no, you haven't. And we're going to have a table there so you can get your copy of Today in Star Wars History, Volumes 1 and 2, and Star Wars...
Skywalking Through My Fandom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll have a table there. And we just pitched a second panel where we're going to do a live recording of classic Marvel Star Wars comics, issue 45, Death Probe.
Now, we haven't heard back if that panel has been accepted, but we are super excited to do some live classic Marvel Star Wars comics episodes. Yeah. I think they really lend themselves to like a screen and a live show of that.
Yeah, and I'm very excited about this because this is the first issue after the Empire Strikes Back adaptation. So we're going to get into new storytelling, new artwork, and this is the one to really do live. So I hope everyone can be there. Once again, Long Beach Comic-Con, September 2nd through the 3rd. And then, Sarah, what's our next convention after that?
It will be LostCon, which is the Thanksgiving weekend of November 25th and 26th. We are going to do our pop culture trivia game show.
Yes.
So we will not have a table at that one, but we will be doing that panel.
Yes, and this is going to be really, really fun because we're broadening out from just the Star Wars Trivia Challenge Strikes Back, but now it's the Pop Culture Trivia Challenge Strikes Back, and I'm very excited about this. Fun categories to come. So once again, this is going to be at the Marriott, the LAX Marriott in Los Angeles, and the weekend is the November 25th through the 26th, which is the weekend after Thanksgiving. Now, we're also looking for more conventions to do our game shows. So if you know about a convention in the California area, please let us know. And we were also thinking about maybe going back to where it all began for me in terms of conventions in the 70s and 80s and doing a convention in Boston.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I would love to do our game show at a Boston convention. That would be like the circle is now complete.
Well, Dubact is chiming in. Are you guys going to LA Comic-Con in December? So unfortunately, December is a huge work month for us, so we cannot do conventions in December on the weekends.
When is that one?
I think it's like right smack, either the 8th or 9th or something, like either that.
All right, we're out.
Yeah. It's either the 1st or 2nd weekend in December, and we just can't.
It's very hard to do anything in December because of our heavy work schedule. Just having a Star Wars film being released in December, like the last couple of films, the sequels and Rogue One, it was really, really hard to juggle our work schedule, with the press conferences, with the screenings, but we're not complaining. We made it work. We're not complaining.
Yeah.
We had January to decompress.
Yes, exactly. So do back to saying come to Salt Lake Fan X.
Oh.
A lot of these fan expos seem like really fun. I see on Instagram, like Ashley Eckstein's always posting.
Yeah.
They were just at Fan X Boston, I want to say. The whole, like Matt Lanter and Ashley Eckstein.
Yeah,
and James Arnold Taylor.
Wait, let us know when this Salt Lake Fan X is.
Yeah, let us know.
Because that's in Utah. That ain't too far.
No. And I heard it's beautiful there. Now, I've never been.
Well, that may change very soon.
Yay.
All right, now Skywalkers, we have some brand new videos. Sarah,
Yes.
tell them all about our brand new videos.
Okay, so our YouTube channel, we've been putting out some fun content. We, last week, in lieu of a podcast episode, we put out, let's see, what is it? Inserts from our panel. We put out our panel from Comic-Con. So let me say that again.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So last week, in lieu of a podcast episode, we put out on YouTube our panel from San Diego Comic-Con.
And this was the Star Wars Trivia Challenge Strikes Back. We took the 55-minute show and condensed it into 16 minutes, which was really hard. But we want to give you just a little taste of it. Didn't want to give away everything.
Right.
Didn't want to give away the farm.
Give away the answers too. So we don't want to give away all of that. But it is really fun. You'll get a flavor of how it went. And it was really great.
And how chaotic it was.
The audience. Chaotic the audience was.
Yes.
Also, we have clips from another panel at San Diego Comic-Con. Leilani Shu, who is Jawa in Obi-Wan Kenobi. She plays
the Mandalorian.
And the Mandalorian. She's been in 5 Star Wars shows.
Mm-hmm.
She said some really great stories during her panel. And she was also there with Julie Dolan, who is the voice of Princess Leia on various things, including Star Tours. So that video is up where Julie Dolan tells how she got that job. Spencer Wilding, we're going to put out that video this week also.
And he was Darth Vader in Rogue One.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we got to hear all their stories of how they began
their Star Wars experience.
Yeah, exactly.
And this was in the panel called Star Wars Past, Present, and Future.
Yes.
All right. And then today, we released another video.
Because, so back at Comic-Con, so many things happened at Comic-Con, but one of the things was Rock Love was having a special, like they always do, Rock Love Jewelry. And if you purchased something, then you could get like a free necklace, which was amazing. So I ended up purchasing it, and I had to pre-order online because she didn't have it there. I ended up purchasing the Indiana Jones Staff of Ra headpiece necklace, which is gorgeous. It's in gold, and it's so popular because in the movie, Marion wears the Staff of Ra headpiece as a necklace at some point. Like now it's gigantic. The medallion. Now it's, gigantic for a necklace. So Rock Love has made a version that is like about 1 inch in diameter, and it's beautiful. Like just all the detail on it and the packaging. So we did an unboxing video of that necklace. And you can see all the awesome packaging and stuff. So make sure to head to our YouTube channel, Skywalking Through Neverland, and check out all these latest videos.
All right, now let's catch up with Steve Kozak, the director of the documentary, A Disturbance in the Force. All right, now let's catch up with Steve Kozak. All right, now let's catch up with Steve Kozak, the director of the documentary, A Disturbance in the Force.
I thought you did the first one fine. Okay.
Now, when we were talking to Steve, he had mentioned this Hollywood Reporter review.
From 1978.
Yes, where they gave a glowing review of the Star Wars Holiday Special. And you know what? Great. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
But I like we were mentioning earlier, I think maybe they were paid off.
Okay.
And like we were mentioning earlier, I don't give too much credibility to the Hollywood Reporter anymore after they had misquoted George Lucas.
Right. So are we going to read some of this?
Yeah,
for our Skywalkers?
Yeah, let's read some of this and see what you think.
Okay, so let me read. If the prospect of a 2-hour Star Wars holiday special conjured up visions of May the Force be with you, repeated ad nauseum in your head, this show on CBS was a welcome surprise.
Now, what does that mean? That there was too much May the Force be with you?
I don't know what that means. What was he expecting? Or she?
I
don't know who wrote
know.
this. Yeah, okay.
So already we're not off to a blazing start.
All right, here we go. For the most part, the special was an inventive diversion that stood on its own merits. The film's stars, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Peter Mayhew, and of course C-3PO and R2-D2 were on hand. However, the special effects were the real stars of the show.
All right, stop.
If you've seen the Star Wars Holiday Special, you know that they're not great.
Well, you know what? But then again, let's look at it through a 1978 lens.
Yes.
And these effects were looking at it now, you can't really comment on them as being special effects because they were simple dissolves and overexposures. But I wouldn't really say the special effects stole the show.
Okay.
That doesn't really make any sense.
Okay.
But wait a minute, there's more.
Yes. The plot smacks of sentiments typical of the Waltons, but the time waiting for Chewbacca to come for Life Day is filled with cleverly integrated musical numbers and amusing special effects.
All right, now did the special effects director write this review?
Yeah, no kidding. This guy, they were totally enamored with the special effects. I don't know.
But you know what? Once again.
Now, did you just pick and choose various?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so
we'll put the whole review in the show notes.
Well,
the link.
We'll put a link. Yeah,
yes.
A link to it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, stop everything while I read this paragraph. Diane Carroll's sensuous number. Sensuous. Okay, let me try that again. Diane Carroll's sensuous number, This Minute, with original music and lyrics by Mitzi and Ken Welch, was by far the highlight of the show, incorporating some spectacular visuals. A fanciful dance number featuring miniaturized hologram creatures choreographed by David Winters, was also very effective. Jefferson's starship appeared in a rock number greatly enhanced by computer-generated lighting effects. Jeff Chang and Fred McKinnon handled the impressive lighting for the show.
He just mashed like 5 different topics in one paragraph.
Yeah. Wow.
Because he's all over the place here.
Okay, but Diane Carroll as the highlight of the show?
Maybe Diane Carroll's manager wrote this.
I don't understand.
It's like the holiday special itself. You have all these people writing the review. Like, okay, you write this, and you write this part, and you write this part, and you write the part about Diane Carroll. You write the part about the special effects, and let's not give any mention to really any of the interstitials with the actors, with the Star Wars stars. Mm-hmm. I know they didn't mention that we're in it, but let's talk about them being part of the main storyline.
Yeah.
Even the parts that we didn't read right now didn't really go into it. It was like notes. This review was like more like notes. Okay, here's the notes. Now let's flush it out. But guess what? They never flushed it out.
No. Wow.
Yeah. So Hollywood Reporter, I used to think very highly of you. Not anymore. I'm so sorry.
This 1978 review. No, I'm sorry. Lost all faith.
Mm-hmm. Well, that wraps up episode 428 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank Steve Kovac for coming on the show. We want to thank Steve. Well, that wraps up episode 428 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank Steve Kozak for coming on the show and giving us updates on A Disturbance in the Force. And we can't wait to see it in a theater next month at the LA screening. That'll be so exciting. And guess what? I'm gonna attend as Too Much Makeup Luke.
Awesome.
And we want to thank all you Skywalkers for commenting on today's show in the Sky Chat and commenting on our videos and our Instagram posts and everything that you do for Skywalking Through Neverland.
Now remember, you can meet us and play some awesome Star Wars trivia on September 2nd and 3rd at Long Beach Comic Con. Okay. Now remember, you can meet us and play some awesome Star Wars trivia on September 2nd and 3rd at Long Beach Comic-Con, and possibly a live episode of classic Marvel Star Wars comics. You can also join us for LostCon the weekend of November 25th and 26th at the LAX Marriott for pop culture trivia.
Strikes back.
Now, are you interested in our books? Well, autographed copies of Today in Star Wars History, Parts 1 and 2, and the Skywalking Through My Fandom and interactive notebook are available now from skywalkingthroughneverland.com/book.
Now, we want to thank our sponsor once again, Small World Vacations, for their continued support. Thinking of a trip to a Disney park? We can fill out a get a quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free of charge. So check it out and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
Now, would you like to support Skywalking Through Neverland, or are you already? We want to thank you so much for that. Well, you can consider supporting us through the Skywalking Force, which is our Patreon. And the Skywalking Force has access to bonus content in the form of our Zoom discussions on the latest Disney Plus shows, like The Mandalorian and Andor, going all the way back to WandaVision.
And coming up, we'll be continuing this with Ahsoka.
Yes. So this bonus content begins at only $5 a month. So head to skywalkingforce.com and have a look at the options. And thank you so much to those of you who are already part of the Skywalking Force, like the Chickafence, who are chiming in.
Hey, better late than never.
Woo! Yay, welcome.
All right, now we are part of the Skywalking Network, where you can find other great shows like Talking Apes,
the Max Effects Podcast,
the Neverland Clubhouse,
Totally Tell Me Everything,
Star Warsologies,
and the YouTube shows
Collectopolis,
and
Today in Star Wars History.
You can find us on social media. Just follow us at Skywalking Pod for Instagram right now. There's also the Facebook group Skywalking Through Neverland, and you can email us, share@skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
Now, don't forget to stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it into the show. And
always remember,
Neverland on Alderaan. One more time.
And always remember,
Neverland on Alderaan.
Excellent.
Good.
Kevin is bemoaning how old he is. We're sorry, Kevin.
He was the only Darth Vader cosplay in attendance.
Wow.
Which one?
At San Diego Comic-Con.
At Comic-Con.
Okay. Wow.
Boy.
Wow.
There's something to put a feather. There's a feather in your cap when you're the only.
Yes.
I remember at the Star Wars Celebration 0, there was only one Stormtrooper.
Wow.
One.
That's crazy. And now it's like we see them all the time.
Yes. All right, y'all.
Yes, we are going to say goodbye. I'm going to start lunch.
Okay.
Hey, hope you guys have a good lunch or dinner or whatever you guys are doing right now. Love you all. Bye.